All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight to our special event. We are so grateful that you are here this evening. My name is Liz Lequeux. It's an honor to get a chance to share with you my journey here this evening and how I've been able to work from anywhere. I used to say work from home, but now I like to say work from phone, work from anywhere with this incredible company that's allowed me to be a full-time mama of my 3 little ones. That's allowed me to do traveling. I love to explore. I was born in December, and apparently other friends that are also born in December love to travel. We have a free spirit. We love to explore, be in nature, and get a chance to do all that and see different parts of this amazing world, all because of the freedom and flexibility of being able to work with this amazing opportunity, but more importantly, serve this incredible mission that we are all about. So tonight I'm going to talk about your opportunity to create freedom for you and your family. Would you agree that we are in a work from anywhere revolution? The world has forever changed. I don't know about you, but the last few years has just completely turned all sorts of things around. And people are looking for more income. They want more time, more flexibility and independence. And in these uncertain times, doesn't it make sense to have a backup plan? You're telling me that is for sure. You know, when I first got started with this company, my mentor asked me, Liz, are you working for the right kind of income? And I'm like, what do you mean? I thought there was only one kind of income. I actually was working at a health club on the East Coast out of Washington, D.C., the sport and health company, managing a gym, signing people up for gym memberships, personal training, and teaching aerobics. And I thought I was making decent income, but I didn't know that there were 3 forms of income until my mentor educated me. I say my mentor, but I was really listening to an audio by Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Do we have any Rich Dad fans out there? Has anyone ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? That's right. I see you, Rick. I see you, Patty. I see you, Barbara. Yep. So Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I mean, this guy spoke to me. And if you've never read this book, it's the #1 best-selling book on personal finances. It's amazing. And he talked about the 3 forms of income. The first was linear income, where you trade time for money. And that's what I was doing, working at the gym. I showed up to work, I got paid. I didn't show up to work, I did not get paid. If I wanted to take off an entire summer, I remember being 20 in my early 20s and just graduating from school and saying, hey, I'm going to take off for the summer. I'm going to go home and see my family. And my boss goes, what are you talking about? This is a real job now, Liz. Like, you're not like a student anymore. You can't just take off whenever you want. And I'm like, what? I can't just make my own, call the shots. And anyway, I learned the hard way, because when I came back, I took that trip. And when I came back, I didn't have that job. So linear income, trading time for money. But then Robert Kiyosaki talked about leveraged income, earning a passive income and having money coming in whether you're working or not. Real estate brokers have that. Real estate brokers work with a team where they have unlimited income potential. And every single time one of their real estate agents sells a home, they earn income. Leveraged income. Never heard of that concept before. But then I realized, oh, wait a minute, I'm working at the gym. And when I sign up a member for the gym, I get paid. But when I signed up a member, my sales manager also got paid. Oh, no wonder she's taking me out to dinner and buying me Christmas presents. Okay, leveraged income. It's about working smart instead of working hard. And Robert Kiyosaki talked about that in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He also talked about residual income, which is like a lot of subscription business models. Raise your hand if you subscribe to Netflix. If you're a Netflix watcher, I know, right? For $12.95, you've got unlimited movies you can watch all day long and binge watch, 20 episodes of something that I didn't even know existed the day before. So residual income means every month we pay our Netflix subscription. Netflix, the owner of Netflix, earns that money. Every month we pay our Pandora music subscription. Pandora gets that money. Well, same thing at the gym. Every month, the gym members would pay for their gym membership that I signed them up for. The gym would earn that money. Well, what about earning a residual income, just like insurance agents do? Did you know that your car insurance agent that signed you up 20, 30 years ago is still getting paid a residual income? That's why some of the largest buildings in North America, think of the tallest buildings in your city, they have the name of insurance companies at the top, right? Well, what if you could get paid linear, leveraged, and residual income and have the time, freedom, and flexibility of working from home? Get started right away today and start earning income right away. Well, I got started with this company when I was 24 years old, and I was working at the gym and making decent income, but I also had a lot of credit card debt. I don't know if anyone could feel my pain, but it was a very large, embarrassingly large amount of credit card debt. And I wanted to make extra money, but I didn't have any more time. Who's ever been there before? You're working like, I was working retail hours, 6 days a week, nights, weekends. I didn't want to go get another job. That's why I was in search of a better way. And I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And so I started with this company part-time. And at first it was an extra $500 a month coming in, which was fantastic. And then it grew to an extra $2,000 a month, which helped me pay off the debt. But then it grew to $10,000 a month. And let me tell you, that is when I really needed it. I got married. I became a mom. We got pregnant right away. I became a mom. And I found myself in a place where I couldn't work. And so I was able to take the time off and not just have one child, but now 3 babies that are now 4, 10, and 11. I've been a full-time mom this entire time and have a passive income over 6 figures a year that comes in whether I work or not, because of the leveraged and residual and linear income, all 3 forms of income. And when the income grew past $200,000 a year, my husband was able to retire from his job in corporate America in his early 40s. I never knew that this little part-time business that I started in my early 20s was going to retire not only myself, but my husband, bringing him home to be a full-time dad as well. Now, we are forever grateful. So we're going to talk about the company, the need in the marketplace for what we have. We're going to talk about our product, the compensation tonight, and the timing of where we sit today and how you getting involved today means everything right now in 2021 going into 2022. Our company, LegalShield, has been in business since 1972. We've been protecting and empowering millions of lives across the United States and in Canada. And if everyone will take a moment to look at the screen and read this vision with me, our vision is to provide equal access to the liberty, equality, opportunity, and justice that every human deserves. Raise your hand if you agree that every human deserves access to an attorney when you need one. See, before LegalShield, the only people that can access an attorney were the ultra wealthy. How much do attorneys cost in your local city and state? Just Google it. Average cost of an attorney in my city and state. And typically you'll find anywhere from $200 to $400 per hour. Per hour, where the average worker in the United States doesn't make more than $20 an hour. How is that fair? So LegalShield came along and leveled the legal playing field, now making access to attorneys and legal help affordable for every human, regardless of your gender, your race, your background, your education, or your economic status. We believe equal justice for all and that every human deserves access. We were featured in Forbes magazine as the #1 company in our category this year. Yahoo Finance rated LegalShield the fastest growing employee benefit in companies today. And CNBC and Bloomberg all sang our praises during the pandemic of how we've been able to help individuals, families, and business owners navigate through the coronavirus and the storm. We are a disruptive innovation, making things simpler, easier, and more affordable. Just like Amazon, who did all their Christmas shopping on Amazon? I mean, thank God for Amazon. Made it so much simpler, easier, and more affordable. I can find whatever I want at the price that I want anywhere in the world because of this amazing company. How about Spotify? Instead of buying CDs or downloading each song, I can create a playlist for a small monthly membership and have access to an unlimited amount of music, simpler, easier, and more affordable. And what about accessing the justice system? Like I shared before, it was not always simple. It was not always easy, but extremely needed to access. And LegalShield has come along, making things simpler, easier, and more affordable to access the justice system. If you believe in our mission of equal justice for all, I welcome you to the LegalShield family. Now let's talk about some more participation, if you'll participate with me. Who's ever thought about writing or revising your will before? Right, raise your hand. Who's ever said, let me speak to your supervisor? Or have ever had a repairman who won't stand behind his work? Have you or a family member ever received a traffic ticket like my wonderful husband got a traffic ticket last year? How about you were a victim of a data breach, or you were notified that you were a victim of identity theft? Maybe you have a child who's been bullied in school or online, or you care for your elderly parents and need some guidance. These are everyday life events that we all face. And because of LegalShield, we can now have access to an attorney on an unlimited number of personal issues on the personal plan. And we have business memberships for business owners as well to protect your company and businesses anytime a legal question or situation comes up. Now, I love this membership because for $29.95 a month, your entire family can access this membership. Everyone say everybody. That's right. Everybody in your family, you, your spouse, and all your children up to the age of 26 are covered under this one awesome $29 plan for the price of one Domino's pizza pie with tax, tip, and delivery, maybe not even tip, okay? For the price of a Domino's pizza pie delivered to your door, you can have access for your entire family to use a LegalShield membership. Now, we've used this for all sorts of things. I pushed that button and requested a consult and scheduled an attorney to speak to an attorney to prepare our will this year. We prepared it, and every year we get to update it. And every time we've had a child, we've been able to add them to the will. Simple as that, included in our membership. I've also been able to use them. I have a letter right here. I'll show you. You can see my picture in the top right-hand corner. This is a letter that the law firm wrote for me when my old landlord didn't want to give us my security deposit back. We took really great care of the place. I made sure when we moved out, everything was spotless, clean, no damage, right? So when he didn't want to give me my security deposit back, I called and I asked and I said, hey, we were really counting on that money. Is there any way that we can have that back? And he said, no, I'm going to keep it. And I'm like, okay, may I ask what you're keeping it for? And he said, well, I'm just going to use it for routine cleaning, to help me get the house ready for the next person. Okay, that didn't sound right or fair to me. So I called LegalShield and I said, hey, is this sound normal to you? Is my landlord allowed to keep my security deposit? And he said, only if he can show proof of damage to the property does he have the right to your deposit. Otherwise, you have the right to your deposit. So my lawyer wrote that in a letter, a demand letter to the landlord. And my landlord called me and profusely apologized. He's like, I'm so sorry. You did not need to get an attorney involved. Here's your money. Here's your money. That is the power of having access. Everybody say access. See, I had my legal right to that money, but unless my lawyer was writing that letter, I didn't feel like I had the right. Do you get what I'm saying? When you have access to a lawyer, sorry, I get very passionate. I'm banging on the table. When you have access to a lawyer, that is what it feels like. I grew up as an only child, and I always admired my girlfriends that had big brothers looking out for them. Now I feel like I have a team of big brothers all across the country, a team of lawyers, because we are covered nationwide. My mom owned a rental property in Miami, Florida for a while, and she's one of my first LegalShield customers. She became a customer. And so good old mom uses a membership and was able to access an attorney in a different state. I have a best friend, Morgan, who got a traffic ticket driving home from Las Vegas to California. And instead of having to travel all the way back to Las Vegas to represent herself in traffic court, she used LegalShield. She was able to push the button, take a picture of her traffic ticket. It got sent to the law firm. They set the court date, and the attorney represented her and reduced her $400 traffic ticket down to $10, to a $10 parking fine. How do you do that? How do you reduce a moving violation to a parking fine? Well, they say the law, what did they say? A good attorney knows the law, but a great attorney knows the judge. And so you need to be in the system, right? If you have access, you have the power like that. And we also represent you if you're being sued. And my best friend used the service for family domestic services. She used it to get her uncontested divorce done. And she didn't have a lot of money because she'd been raising the children for the last 12 years, but she did have $29 to put on a credit card. And we represented her, and she was forever grateful. So that is the power of what our services do for people. We get to protect people. We get to empower people and put rights in their hands. This is a service that people need, including identity theft protection. We are ID Shield as well, and we were ranked #1 by Forbes magazine, having the #1 identity theft protection in 2021. The reason why they rated us #1 is because identity theft is not just your credit, and many other companies out there are selling credit monitoring. We not only monitor your identity, but we fully restore your identity, backed by a $1 million protection policy and an unlimited service guarantee, which no other company offers both. But first, let me tell you about the monitoring. We monitor and look out for your credit score, your social security number, your passport number, your driver's license, your email, phone, your date of birth, your medical insurance, all your usernames and passwords being listed for sale on the dark web, and your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. We also do financial threshold account monitoring. I get notifications all the time. You can set it to whatever dollar amount you want to be notified on. And we're purchasing a new home, actually. So I've gotten a lot of notifications lately that my credit was pulled, and we put down a big deposit. It's a new home builder. So it's a new construction home. And so we've had to pick out the flooring and write a big check for those things. And every time I got a notification that this amount of money came out of your account, and it's very, very useful, especially with your 401k. We don't always look at our retirement account statements, right? They come in the mail once a month. Some people have them and never look at them. But here we are monitoring those things. And then we do full restoration if you're ever a victim. We give you a licensed private investigator who fully restores your identity with the $1 million protection policy and an unlimited service guarantee. Everyone say unlimited. What does unlimited mean? Unlimited means we'll spend an unlimited amount to restore your identity. One of my best girlfriends, Diane, her 19-year-old son got a letter from the IRS that said, you owe us $19,000 this year. And he said, oh my gosh. She's like, I work at Baskin Robbins. I barely even made that amount of money. How do I owe the government $19,000? Someone stole his social security number, worked a job in his name, and now he's responsible for the taxes. Can you believe the nerve of some people? Don't they have better things to do? But unfortunately, identity theft is a real crime. And so His mom goes, hey, no problem. I signed you up for ID Shield while you were away at school. You didn't even know, but good old mom did that. And so we signed him up. We assigned him to a licensed private investigator. In less than a week, his entire problem was solved. If someone was working a job in your name and you owed the IRS taxes, would you even know where to begin? Would you even want that headache or the time spent away from your work or your precious family to have to take care of this? Well, ID Shield does this all for you for just $19.95 a month. And for your entire family, just $15 more a month. So for someone to have both LegalShield and ID Shield together, it's just $49.90 a month. The less than the price of 2 Domino's pizza pies delivered to your door. And if you add maybe a side of buffalo wings, that is the same price to protect your entire family. Just $64 a month to have legal and identity theft protection for your entire family. By the way, our identity theft protection also gives you a private VPN for each of your family members' devices. So when you go to a public Wi-Fi network, you can feel rest assured knowing that you're surfing on the internet and that public network, Wi-Fi network is safe because you have your own VPN. And if you own a business, raise your hand. If you own a business, maybe you're a real estate agent, you're in insurance, you do hair for a living, you're a chiropractor, a dentist, a doctor. Well, we have business coverage for business owners starting at an additional $14.95 a month. And if you want to form your LLC, LegalShield is the place to do it. So let's talk about compensation. Everybody say, show me the money. How do we get paid here with LegalShield? Every single time you sign up a customer, you get paid. Okay, that's the first way you earn income, when you personally enroll members. But you also get paid leveraged income and residual income, all 3 forms of income. And if you move fast, we're going to pay you a fast start bonuses up to $1,000 in your first 45 days. Who can use some extra income right now during the holidays? Everyone say get paid daily, because LegalShield direct deposits your commissions daily. If you sign someone up on a Monday, you're paid by Wednesday. If you sign someone up on a Tuesday, you're paid by Thursday. No more waiting till the 1st or the 15th of the month to get paid. You dictate when you get paid. Now, when you're a brand new associate, I want to let you know that you do have to sign up your first few customers in order to generate that first check. And when you do, you're paid anywhere from $70 at the associate level up to $448 at the highest level each time you sign up a family for a membership. This compensation range example is specifically for the family legal and ID Shield plan. If people are buying a legal plan by itself or an ID Shield plan by itself, the compensation is prorated as such, okay? But just to give you an example, you earn income basically when you sign up customers. The second way to earn income is called leveraged income. And let me explain to you what that means. When I became a mom for the first time, I couldn't work. I had sleepless nights. Whoever remembers when your child was born, like, you're up, you don't sleep, you get less than 2 hours total of sleep per day. You're physically recovering from giving birth and going into labor and all that stuff, okay? But because of LegalShield, the day I gave birth to my daughter, we earned $2,000. We had a $2,000 deposit for everything that happened that day, that the team was out marketing. And that month, we earned $20,000 for the month, while both my husband and I were home being focused as full-time brand new parents. What that meant for another best friend of mine was to be able to go travel and spend time with his 2 sons and take them to Europe and take them all over South America and travel and spend that quality time together and have a passive income coming in, whether he was working or not. I have a good friend that was able to take care of her elderly mother during her last years because of the passive income of building a team. It's called working smarter instead of working harder. And working smart is just a smart thing to do. I can't even tell you how grateful I am that this company allows us the time freedom because we have income coming in from building a team, whether we're working or not. In fact, I see Miss Kathy Montoya on here right now. Kathy, if you don't mind, I'm going to go to you and ask if you could share with everybody, what is it like being a grandma and having passive income?
It is wonderful. I was a jackhead of all trades as a single mom. I didn't spend time with my daughter. I was determined I was going to find something later on in life, which I did. I found LegalShield. And as a result, I was able to get leverage income, residual income. But on top of that, I was able to take two of my granddaughters on cruises that I earned from LegalShield. And we created some beautiful memories. Thank you, LegalShield.
Oh, so beautiful, Kathy. And I love watching your granddaughters grow up because we become a family, right? Working the business together, we get to know each other, and everyone in the LegalShield community, it's like one big love fest. I love my LegalShield family. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. You get to travel together and raise the kids together in this environment of entrepreneurs speaking life. I actually had a good friend of mine, Debbie, who's on tonight. We are friends from church. She brought me her 18-year-old son 2 weeks ago and said, I want him to learn from you guys, from LegalShield, because it's like the best entrepreneur school to really learn personal development and a personal growth, how to be a better person and contributor to the society, how to have better relationships, right? We believe in a well-rounded life and not just about making money, but what to do with it, how to invest it, save, how to be smart, how to just be, a better person, a better child, parent, all that kind of stuff, spouse and all that. Okay, great. So let's also talk about residual income. You could get paid every month, or you will get paid every month for the customers paying for their service for 20 years of each membership's life. That is powerful because I know people that have been able to spend time traveling because of this. And we actually have Sue and Bob Joseph on the line. If you wouldn't mind sharing with everybody what LegalShield's meant to you and your family.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me, and great presentation so far. Yeah, we joined LegalShield about 12 years ago. I was looking for an extra $500 to send away to college. I had 3 kids in college. I made close to $2,000. I was like, how on earth did I do that? And how do I do it again? The mentorship that's given to you, to the training. I was not a business background. My background was medical. This worked out perfectly, but I love to travel and I work for travel now. 12 years later, I'm with this company, and when they put out an incentive, I'm running for it because I want to win the next trip. I want to go to Maui. I've been to Maui. That was my first trip with LegalShield. And I've probably been on about 16 other trips with this company, all expense paid, not just for me, but for my husband as well. That's a blessing. And it's been a blessing for the residual income because right now I spent the last 6 weeks taking care of my dad while he was ill, and I still got paid every day. That's the benefit of building a team, as you said. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Susan, for sharing. And Sue and her husband, Bob, are 6-figure earners in LegalShield. Can you imagine? I mean, some of the times we don't have to get out of our pajamas. I mean, I'm not going to ask you what bottoms you're wearing right now, but half the times if I stand up, you guys will laugh at me because I've got pajama bottoms on down here, my fuzzy slippers, but you don't have to know because we're on Zoom. That's the beauty of working from home, right? And then we get paid fast start bonuses. You can earn up to $1,000 in your first 45 days. Here's the different compensation levels, and you'll learn this in your fast start training class, but you can earn $300 in your first 20 days by becoming a senior associate and $700 in your first 45 days by becoming a manager if you want to move fast. Everyone, pat yourself on the back and say, I'm the boss, okay? Say, I'm the best boss I'm ever going to have. And you get to call the shots. You get to say whether you're going to go for the bonuses and go fast, or you're going to take it at your own pace. And you say, you know what, I'm just going to take it at my own pace. All right. And so you'll learn all about this at your Fast Start training class. But I do want to give you an example, because people say, okay, tell me, like, what kind of money can I make here? Well, let's just say you protect 4 families a month. 4 families a month. You're going to earn, as a brand new associate, $330 up to $2,000 every single time you enroll 4 families a month. What would you use what would you do with an extra $2,000 a month? Well, let's talk about leveraged income. Let's just say you also decide to build a team. Now, you don't have to build a team. I know many people that are earning $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year just signing up customers for LegalShield in the professional sales space, okay? However, if you do decide to build a team, you can have $120,000 a year if you have 25 teammates doing the same. That's $120,000 a year. That's about when I started having my first daughter, Lily. We had $120,000 a year coming in. We had about 25 teammates coming in, whether we worked or not. And I'll tell you, coming from having started with $40,000 in credit card debt to now over multiple 6 figures a year, we've earned over 7 figures from home, over $1 million in our LegalShield career. Working from home, this has been the smartest financial decision I could have ever made. Not only are we completely debt-free, I've been able to start saving and start investing. Our investments are over 6 figures now. And we're able to now purchase our dream home, which we've just been waiting a long time. If you've known me, I've been waiting a long time for this, but we're doing a new construction home. So we're building it from the bottom up, getting to pick all the flooring and all the stuff brand new. And we're so extremely grateful for this opportunity to allow us. If you would have asked me that I would have been able to afford a mortgage on $1 million home when I was in my 20s, I would say, heck no. And here we are today because of this incredible opportunity. Now, we also have something called the Performance Club. Kathy and Sue alluded to it. If you protect 2 to 4 families a month, you can earn monthly bonuses up to $500 a month and qualify for vacations around the globe. This next year, we're going to Maui, Hawaii. Everyone say aloha. And we're very excited. Okay, very, very excited. So what does it take to own your own LegalShield business? Remember when I told you I was already working 6 days a week at the gym and I needed to make extra money, but I didn't want to get another job because I was already exhausted. Here you get to own your own business where you can start part-time, bring in extra income and work from anywhere. That extra income becomes a full-time income. Then you can decide to go full-time in your business and retire from the workforce. It's a willable book of business. It's willable to your family if something were to happen to you. In fact, you could even sell your book of business because it's a real business. And 20-year residual income, that is incredible. A Fast Start training class when you first get started, plus ongoing weekly training where your mentors, coaches, and teammates will teach you where to find customers to sign up each week in your LegalShield business. And you're going to get aligned with a personal mentor. You can get started for your own business with a one-time investment of only $99. That is like the price of 4 Domino's pizza pies delivered to your door with tax tip and delivery. Where else can you go? I mean, I've spent money before, right? But here, wealthy people teach you not to spend money, but to invest money. And here you're investing it in a business that has a huge return. For our family, it's been over $1 million in return. Was it worth it for us to invest $99 one time to have a 7-figure return? I couldn't have put that $99 on the stock market or into real estate and had as large of a return or an ROI that we have had from 99 to over $1 million than here in LegalShield. We also have a LegalShield Advantage Plus subscription, where for $24.95 a month, you can have your own website built for you, along with a contact relationship manager tool. I love using it. I just pull up the app, and anytime I have a prospect that wants to learn about LegalShield, like I met this lady at Mathis Brothers who's selling us our new furniture for our home, I was able to just text her about LegalShield and say, oh, here's our brochure. Here's a video about LegalShield. Here's a link to our app. And you'll have a shareable app. Like, you know how at Uber, you can refer Uber to people with your Uber app link? Well, here you can refer LegalShield to people with your LegalShield app share link too. Very, very cool. So the website subscription, $24.95 a month, but the first month is free. However, we're having a special. Who likes discounts? I know I love it. I love discounts. It's a holiday special and ends on December 31st. It's called the Business Builder Special. And it says if you get the legal plan and the ID Shield plan for you or your family, then you can get started with your own LegalShield business for only $50. That's right, for only $50. It's our holiday special, and it's also because LegalShield is celebrating our 50th anniversary. What company do you know is in business for over 50 years? Not very many companies make it that far, only those that have a great mission and cause, that are truly helping the community and the people out there. And that is what you get to do. You get to make a living and make a difference at the same time. So let me tell you about the timing. Remember how in the beginning I said in real estate, it's all about location, location, location. Well, in business, it's all about timing. When would have been the perfect time to start selling health insurance? When health insurance first came out, and it was before it became a hugely known thing. When would have been a great time to sell cell phones? Right when cell phones started to come out, before it became a big thing and then everybody had it, right? Before it became saturated. Here in LegalShield, we currently sit at a 4% market penetration. 4%. That means that 96% of the people that you and I know don't already have LegalShield. Now, when I first got started, I used to have to convince people why people needed LegalShield. But today, in 2021, when I tell people about LegalShield, they're like, that is the best idea. In fact, I think I heard about it before, but now I'm actually ready to buy it. Sign me up. There is a difference between when I first got started, when we were at 1% market penetration, till now at 4% market penetration. Because if you read the book by Malcolm Gladwell, the author of The Tipping Point, he says anytime, any opportunity, anytime a new product hits 2% market penetration, it's just a few years before everybody gets it, right? It's just a few years before everybody gets it. And here we are, right past the 2% mark. So you don't need to go through what we went through in the beginning to get to this point. Get on board and ride the wave. They say all boats rise with the tide, but you need to have a boat in the water in order to rise. USA Today says to us, LegalShield sounds like health insurance before it turned into a $1 trillion industry. Like life insurance before it turned into a $1 trillion industry. Like car insurance before it turned into a $1 trillion industry. Welcome to LegalShield before we turn into a $1 trillion industry. Getting involved now is the perfect time to be involved, where people are more concerned about their rights around the vaccine, where people want to be protected and empowered with 24/7 emergency legal protection. We welcome you to become a LegalShield member tonight. It just takes 2 minutes to get the link from the person that invited you here tonight, download the app, and get registered as a member. Become an associate. I know you're going to tell somebody you care about LegalShield. I would never let my own mother pay full price for an attorney after hearing about LegalShield. Become a member so you could get paid to tell people about a great thing. Get trained and get paid and promoted. I welcome you to the LegalShield family. God bless you all. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, everybody, and make it a great, incredible, Happy New Year. Let's make 2022 your best year ever. Good night, everybody. Tomorrow we'll be back at the same time, same place with President Don Thompson of LegalShield. Have a great night, everybody.